Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game, that's where this comes from. Yeah. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
The drive begins with Henry. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this to Henry. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 3rd. The throw left side finds Johnson. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. This finds Chark complete. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Running back, motioning right. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Running back sent in motion. Herbert here, 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the... And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Wallace with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Going option, headed left on this first down. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
This is Henry on second. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Man in motion out of the slot. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it down to a single point. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Herbert with a blitz coming. He's going to push one deep down the right. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Dobbins punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Andrews with the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Henry on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another run for Henry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Pistol snap to Jackson. He has the 1st over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lamar off to play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
2nd down now, 7 to go. the gun, Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards on the pickup. That's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that could create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. He finds McConkey. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Here's 2nd and 7. Escapes the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. No return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll motion Johnson right. Play fake, Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. And you just kind of wait. Well, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Jackson now, 3rd and long. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Here comes the final play of our first half. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. That is Eddie Jackson. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. On third down, Herbert. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert throwing again. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now Herbert again. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Jackson. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Lamar throwing again. He's got Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
They put Flowers in motion right. Play action. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. They were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. And again, it's Jackson. Connects with Johnson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Slot man motioned over. Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
1st down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room and you don't.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the call's changed to an incomplete pass, and that takes a touchdown off the board. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. The key when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 14.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding, receiving team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing on first is Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Has good room at the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Finds McConkey. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A give to Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. To throw, Herbert. Setting up the running back screen. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Marcus Williams has it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Backed up in the end zone. Jackson caught by Flowers. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a run for Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down, and they go right back to him. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They've got a man in motion. Lamar off to play fake. He finds Johnson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. So now here's 3rd and 5. They bring a tight end in motion right. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
The Ravens in victory formation and content to just need this one out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say goodbye.